Hi, I'm Sophie, and for the first question on this assignment, usually for how I watch TV, it's a little like obviously less traditional than like normal broadcast channels. Like I mostly use like streaming apps like smart TV, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all that stuff, and I would say for like maybe about an hour a day, sometimes two, if I'm not working or if there's a show like I normally watch. I usually could watch, other things like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, stuff like that. Not really considered TV, but just more like video entertainment, I would say. I don't really use my computer much for TV programming, but sometimes, I guess. And then I probably haven't used cable in a really long time, unless it's like posted from that onto something else. I just don't have it, so it's not really access to me unless I'm somewhere that does. And usually I do multitask when I'm watching shows. I would say obviously like social media in our age has made my attention span a little shorter. So like scrolling my phone, just chatting, doing homework while something plays in the background. I guess like the show wouldn't have my full attention, but I do just kind of like to have noise of any kind, like especially podcasts and stuff like that. For my news consumption, I'm not, I'm mostly drawn to stories that connect like directly to daily life and social issues, technology, education, health, and politics when it affects my community and stuff like that, and other people as well. And then for big national stories, I usually try to seek out multiple outlets that have just differences in framing, like AP, Reuters, for straight facts. Twitter and Reddit sometimes for like other people's reactions about like how they feel, how it's affecting them in different marginalized groups, and maybe like a podcast or YouTube for like deeper context, I would say. Um, for my social media habits, I would say like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube for like longer videos and commentary and stuff, but like I mostly connect on Instagram and TikTok with like my friends, my lifestyle, short time entertainment. And I'd say that they're probably my biggest time sinks, like at least like 4 or 5 hours combined. YouTube's probably about an hour if I'm watching a longer video, and I don't really go on Twitter often unless I really need to seek out information that I know would be on there. And then I rarely ever use Facebook anymore, I think. Just to connect with like older family members or if I'm in like groups for work and stuff like that. I guess these habits kind of suggest that like I like fast visual and like more personalized content that's like things that I'm interested in and care about. And something like that's also entertaining but like delivered quickly. Just because it really has to catch my attention if I'm gonna like really sit down and watch it, you know? And like what other media companies like could do, just like meet me where I am, like mobile apps and short-term platforms, make content quick, digestible for our people, just because we are in kind of like a hustle and bustle world, so I feel like quick information that's easily accessible is better for people to grab, but it also can be dangerous, I guess, because you do have to find things that are trustworthy but also engaging, and then just offer more layered depth for quick takes, I guess, just like more casual scrolling, but stuff that you can really stop on with like easy links if you want to dive deeper into things.